Let's get it, man. It's the motherfucking springtime. Wars raging in the earth. What a beautiful time to be alive. At the water. Water.
The water.
So I was sleeping before we started up and we good.
Guys, live.
It's going. Yeah, it's going on both. Let's see how the sound. How it sound. Yeah, you know sound. You know sound.
Check it. Let's see. It says upcoming. What is it? Oh, there we go. Mic check. Turn off that Bluetooth and turn on the Wi-Fi. Slovakia.
Yep.
All right. Thing's slow, man. It's like
It's
20
lagging.
seconds behind.
Yeah, lagging.
Lags.
All right. Hey, first and foremost, want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash.
A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. And a sincere piece of citation to all you hopefully let I get my day. Doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, another camp sit down. And today we're just going to go in on faith, man, especially as we're coming into these perilous times, as it was foretold to happen, as we see war raging. And we know what all this leads to, man. We know it all leads to the Most High's will being fulfilled, and chaotic times are in front of us. But through it all, we must maintain our faith, man. You see, because that's the only thing that's pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and that's us believing, you see, not only in the Most High God Yahweh, but also chiefly in his son Yahweh Shai, man. You see this? So let's start with that. With Ephesians. Not Ephesians, Hebrews.
What? This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
So faith is substance of what we're hoping for, which is what? For that kingdom and dwell of righteousness, man. That the will of the Most High being done. You see, we haven't seen the end all be all. We haven't seen the expected end, but we know that it's coming. See, that's a part of faith. You see, believing in what you can't see, but knowing that is real, that is there.
It says Hebrews 11 and verse 2. Mm-hmm. For by it the elders.
Get 2 and then jump down to 6.
Hebrews 11 and 2, it says, for by it the elders obtained a good report.
Yep.
And jumping down to verse 6, Hebrews 11 and verse 6, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him.
You see, and this is what made our righteous forefathers so special, man, is because they believed, they had faith. You see that? And that was in remembrance, and that's what we have written here. And this is why we pray to embody the spirit of our righteous forefathers who believed through all the trials and tribulations that they had to go through, that the Most High was going to do all that he promised to do, man. And we've been called to pick up that mantle and walk in those footsteps. You see this? All through faith. You see, a lot of people, they have this saying in the world, seeing is believing. Nah, we don't have to see anything to believe. We know. You see, because the Most High has given us that the blessing of faith to believe, you see, before it even got to this point, you see?
Hey, just really quick before I finish that off, I wanted to read Hebrews 11 and 1 in the AMP.
All right.
This is Hebrews 11 and verse 1 in the AMP version. It says, now faith is the assurance, title, deed, confirmation of things hoped for, divinely guaranteed, and the evidence of things not seen, the conviction of their reality. Faith comprehends as fact what cannot be experienced by the physical senses. So there it is, man. Though you can't see certain things, we have faith and believe that it's true, that it's already manifested. You know what I'm saying? We're just waiting to walk into it, man. The kingdom of heaven being the chief example of that, man. Yahweh Shai returning and bringing us into the kingdom. We don't see Yahweh Shai with our physical eyes, but we know that he is. That's faith, man.
Yeah, and faith that's the first portion of spiritual power, man. Because through the faith is going to cause everything else to happen. Our belief, our hope is what's going to cause everything else to manifest, man. Yep. You see this? So this is the first portion of us receiving that power from Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, the power to believe, because the rest of the world, they don't have this, man. A lot of Israelites don't have faith. You see, you had this, once upon a time, they was mocking us for being faith-based Israelites, but like we just read in Hebrews 11:6. Matter of fact, can you get Hebrews 11:6 in the AMP?
Yeah.
Let's see what that says. Because once upon a time, they were mocking us for being faith-based Israelites, man. But it just told us in Hebrews 11:6 that what? Without faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So that's exactly what we want to be, man. We want to be faith-based Israelites. Because that will put us in the same category as who? Our forefather Abraham. And what did the Most High say about Abraham? Abraham believed and it was accounted unto him for righteousness. This is what we're looking, we're looking for that same, accountability. For it to be accounted unto us as righteousness, man. We ain't looking to be trying to be saved because we're keeping all the laws, because we can't do it. You see it? You got it?
So this is Hebrews 11:6 in the AMP version. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to walk with the Most High and please him. For whoever comes near to the Most High must necessarily believe that the Most High exists and that he rewards those who earnestly and diligently seek him.
And this is what we're doing. While the rest of the world is moving in the spirit of faithlessness, we're moving in the spirit of faith, knowing that the Most High is, man. That's what his name means. Yahweh means what? He is, or he exists. And that's what we believe. We believe that everything that you see around you comes from the mind of the Most High, man. This is his domain. This is his realm. He rules in the kingdom of men. You see this? And it says what?
What, the last part?
About him rewarding those that diligently seek him?
Yep, it says, for whoever comes near to the Most High must necessarily believe that the Most High exists and that he rewards those who earnestly and diligently seek him.
And this is why we're moving the way we're moving, man, to receive that reward when it's all said and done. And it's all fueled by what? Our faith that the Most High has blessed us with. You understand, bro?
Real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 5:6. It says, therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for we walk by faith, not by sight.
Walk by faith and not by sight. We've been told everything that we need to know. You see? We just got to believe it. And once again, like we said, you can only believe it if the Most High allows you to. You see? You can't believe because you want to. It has to be given unto you from the Most High. Somebody has that Ephesians 2.
And if I could just say, faith is only a characteristic. Only the elect will have true faith. Because you have these other people, they believe in things, but they don't believe they have a zeal, but they don't have a zeal according to knowledge. The elect have that faith according to the truth.
That's right. So this is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High. You see that? So the faith is a blessing, you see, which every Israelite has not received. This is a gift directly from Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai for us to understand and believe in his mysteries. This is why do you think we've been calling for the end of America for so long, man? Through faith. And what do we witness happen? The downfall of America. You see this? Everything that we've been hoping for, everything that we've been reading has all been fueled and founded in what, man? Faith and belief. You see this? And this is what it was all about from the beginning. Faith, man. You got something else?
Let me see here. It's an account, so matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. This is Matthew 8, and I'm starting around verse 23. Matthew 8, verse 23. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. Talking about Yahushua. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perished. They were afraid for their life, man.
Yeah.
They thought they were surely going to die. And he said unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?
Yeah, because they was tripping like, bro, the son of the Most High, the ship with y'all, this ship is not going to sink, you know? But that's just Jake being simple in the flesh. And that happens sometimes, man.
You're tricky.
You see that, and that's why Yahushua said, what? The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. You see, but that faith is going to keep you pushing forth, man. The faith is going to keep you rooted, grounded. You see this? But this is a lesson that Yahushua is taking them to believe. You see? The waves represent the trouble, the tribulation, which is coming our way. And through all of it, man. Just like Yahushua was with the apostles right here in this account, he's going to be with us when these waves come our way. You see, when this storm starts to get heavy, when this flood comes in, you see this? We're going to have to be what? Firmly rooted in faith, man. Believing, hoping.
Because it's not going to look like there's a way out.
God, it's going to be crazy. Yep.
It says, then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm.
Yep.
But the men marveled, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
God.
So there you go, man. The Lord is in control of everything, man.
God, man. Nope.
Matthew 28:18 says that all power was given unto him in heaven and in earth. He's controlling Jacob's trouble, man.
Yep. You see, in our faith is what's going to allow us to endure Jacob's trouble, man. That's what's going to cause the miracles to be working for you. Even before we even got to this point, you had these false Israelite congregations sowing a seed of unbelief, talking about there's no miracles going to happen, there ain't no chariots coming, there ain't no, just nothing. You see? And it all goes back to them not being rooted in Yahushua, them not having any faith. So when that tribulation does come against them and their congregation, they're going to be swept up in it, man. They're going to be drowned in this wave, that's coming our way because they don't believe. They don't have any faith. Okay. And without faith is what? Impossible to please the Most High. You have some more now?
That was in that count.
You got it.
I got another account.
Okay.
This is King David showing his faith. And this is in the book of 1 Samuel and 17 and 37. And this is right before King David was about to fight Goliath. Yep. This is verse 37. It says, David said, moreover, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear. He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine.
So what is King David doing right here, man? He's recalling different miracles that the Most High had already worked for him.
Yep.
Different situations the Most High had already got him out of. We're going to have to do the same things when we're at the climax of Jacob's trouble, man. You see, we're going to have to recall the time the Most High delivered us from whatever situation. You see, when we called on the name of the Most High and it worked out on our behalf or on our benefit.
Yep.
You see this? We'll have to call these things to mind. And we're going to have to also bring the Most High to remember what he did for our forefathers in times past. We have accounts of our righteous forefathers doing the same thing, man. Judas Maccabeus, he was always going back into the accounts of what the Most High did for our forefathers back in the day. Is he not the God of our fathers still? So guess what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to lean upon those accounts. That's why it's so important to get the understanding of their history, man, so we can see how the Most High always came through for our righteous forefathers, and it was all what? Based upon the faith that they had in him.
Yep.
You see this? To the point to where they had so much faith. You had angels coming down protecting them. I think it was during the time of the Greeks. When that Greek came and angels came down and they jumped his ass. They beat the shit out of him, man. Those type of things are about to be happening here in these last days. All through what? All through faith, man.
It's
belief.
It's real.
Right. And if you don't have that faith, those miracles are not going to happen. Like when Yahushua, it says that he could not perform many miracles because they didn't have faith.
That's the first portion of the spiritual power, man. The power to believe.
Yep.
You got it.
It says, and Saul said unto David, go in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua be with thee. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put on a helmet of brass upon his head, and he armed him with a coat of mail. And David girded his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. So he wasn't going to rely on the armor that King Saul was offering him up for the battle with Goliath. He was relying and going strictly off of his faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai delivering him.
And that shows that's all we need.
Yep.
You see? Like, even the Apostle Paul says bodily exercise is profitable little, but you still exercise so you can be in some type of shape. But we ain't counting on that to save us. Like the scriptures also tell you. The Most High, he says the man's glory is his legs. You see? He doesn't take...
delight in the legs of a man.
Yeah. That ain't going to save you. Does that mean you don't work your legs because of that? No, you still do that, but your whole trust, faith, and belief is rooted in what? Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai coming through.
Yep.
You see? You can have a gun, but at the end of the day, it's still all about Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And that's what King David is showing us right here. Even against this enemy that was so fucking colossal that even the allies of David, it was like, man, I don't know about this shit. This man, he been a man of war from his youth. You just a, you know what I'm saying, boy of youth, right? And what did he do? He went out there with the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He sunk that rock into his fucking forehead, man.
Yep.
All through faith and belief.
And he believed he was going to do that. He believed he was going to get that victory, through faith.
And that's a similar tool of what we're going through now. As we go up against Esau and the height of his blessing with his fucking sword maxed to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To the highest extent. We about to go up against that now. So how are we going to overcome? The same way our King David did, man. Through that faith, belief, and trust in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
I was watching some fights this weekend, some boxing, right? So, when you're training and you're fighting, you're gonna constantly be in that perpetual state of training, getting ready, preparing yourself. So that's what we are doing spiritually. We're constantly preparing ourselves by reading the scriptures, by doing the lessons, and it's going to help us build our faith. And then when the moment presents itself, when we're going to need that faith, we're going to be able to have that confidence in it, in our faith, in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So just like when I was watching these boxing matches this weekend, if these dudes that were boxing, if they didn't believe that they could get the W, they're not going to get the W,
Oh.
But in the same fashion, we do that with these scriptures. We're building ourselves up in the spirit, and it's every day we do these lessons, we do the readings, we do the studies. It builds our spirit up and it increases our faith, which is given to us by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
I got something real quick. This is one of my favorites, Proverbs 3 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. So yeah, man, you can't lean into your own carnal understanding. Oh, Esau coming with his military, how we gonna defeat them? That's your own carnal understanding. Basic human reasoning. We have to step outside of that, man. And having to get the faith, it allows us to do that, man. And miracles are gonna happen because we operate in that realm of faith, man. It's real, it's tangible. You just can't see with your eyes. You gotta have faith that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gonna guide us and protect us in the time we're coming into, man. And
that's how our elders got that good report. We read about in Hebrews 11 and 2. They just believe, man. That's all the Most High requires of us right now, believing. And then your belief, you're gonna walk a certain way because you believe. You see? That's why it says use not your liberty as a cloak of maliciousness. Just because you believe and have faith in Yahweh Shai doesn't mean you can just be out here doing whatever you want to do. You see, that faith is gonna drive you to what? Become a new creature. Kill off the old man to become and renew that inward man. That's all done through faith. Becoming a walking more and more in the spirit of an Israelite. It's all done through faith, man. This whole walk of ours is all about faith. You see this? You got something now?
Okay.
What you got?
It's a little long, but I want to go a little bit into the man of renown. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 44, and I want to start it at verse 10. It says, but these were merciful men whose righteousness had not been forgotten.
Because that's what you have to understand, man. It tells you about what? The seed of the wicked shall not be, the seed of evildoers should never be renowned. You see that you hear about the wicked kings of old, but they really ain't talked about like that unless it's what highlighting their wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? But you always hear about what? Abel. You see Abraham, Jacob, Moses. Those writings are what? Constantly referred back to because of their righteous deeds, man. You see? Because they serve Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Like Esau, that nigga's gonna be forgotten about. All the shit that he's done in the earth is gonna be what? It's gonna fall to the wayside, man. Fall into a distant memory to be forgotten. The only thing that's gonna be left of him is this memorial, which is gonna be what? Babylon the Great as a desolation.
God.
You see?
The eye that see him shall see him no more.
God. Yep. He gonna fade away because what? His deeds are not going to be remembered. He's done nothing great in the earth. But we're going to always be talking about Abraham. You see, Seth, Enos, the sons of God who did the right thing in the sight of the Most High. You see that? What you got?
It says, verse 11, with their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance.
See that? Yep.
And their children are within the covenant. Their seed stands fast, and their children, for their sakes, their seed shall remain forever, and their glory should not be blotted out.
There it is. Always a remembrance. And if we find ourselves a part of that elect number, we're going to have writings, man. You see of how we overcame and endured, you see, through everything that's coming our way because of the faith that we had. You see? We'll have our own writings, man. We're going to be the true men of renown when it's all said and done. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. You got it.
It says Sirach 44, verse 14. It says, their bodies are buried in peace, but their name liveth forevermore.
There it is. And it's off of what? Off of the faith they displayed. How they moved and maneuvered as they what? Had their relationship cultivated with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see? You got it.
It says, verse 15. The people will tell of their wisdom, and the congregation will show forth their praises.
Oh, we're not fulfilling that right now? We're doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Recalling what our righteous forefathers have done in times past. So that's true. Guess what? It never changes. So when it's all said and done, the writings of Anah, the writings of Shabbat, the writings of Amuwapadah, the writings of Halaki, Lord willing, we got, you know what I'm saying? We be a part of that number. That's what it's going to be. The writings of the Apostle Tahar. You see? As he led the charge in Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be accounted. To never be forgotten, man. What we got? What's up?
Those men were known as the Great Millstone back in those days.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
A camp rooted in faith.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Rooted in faith.
The band of Great Millstone.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the chapter of whatever, wherever they were at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they stood, you know, without fear in the multitude of heathen and unbelievers.
Yep.
That's what you're going to be hearing, you know?
Yep. The burden of the word that came to Apostle Tahar.
In the belly of the beast.
In the belly of the beast. It's going to be like that, man. That's what's coming, man. You got it.
It says, Sirach chapter 44, verse 16. Enoch pleased the Lord and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations.
And you see, he had tremendous faith to be beamed up, to not die. You see that? He was beamed up into a chariot. So you know his faith was on another level. You see? Elijah, he was beamed up to not. So his faith was on another level.
And Elisha, he had a double portion of Elijah's
So
spirit.
he had even more spirit than Elijah did.
Yeah, Shah was beamed up. You know, he was a great example.
Yep. The chief example.
Yep.
That's right. It's all about faith, man. Yeah, there's a crazy thing that's coming our way, but we have to look past all that and know what it is, man. You see, that's why we do these videos, to get your mind prepared for what's going on. We're not like these other camps out here who are trying to make it about us. You see, about how many fringes we got on, or how how you stand in the line of formation, trying to be the military and shit. We're focused on being rooted and grounded in faith, man, because that's all that's gonna matter when it's all said and done. The just shall live by faith. You see?
Going on, verse 17, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath.
Look how far it's going back.
No.
These men's name have carried over from beyond the flood.
Generations.
Beyond the flood, these men are still remembered. All because of what? Because of their faith, man. Imagine if Noah didn't have faith and he's like, man, fuck all that rain shit. I'm about to go enjoy my life.
Damn, bro.
We wouldn't be speaking about him, you know?
It wouldn't be no sons of God. Shit. Everybody would be wiped out with the flood. But it tells you he moved with faith and fear.
He the elder and I forgot what brother they did in Dallas. They did a video. It was titled something to the extent of not letting damn, what was the title of the video? Salakia Akim.
Don't let your blessing get away or something like that.
It was something in that, don't let your blessings pass away.
John said that to chat this morning. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro. I was watching that and that's basically what these men didn't do. They didn't let those blessings slip away.
They weren't slothful when they heard when they were when they got the call of duty through the Spirit. They didn't say, you know what, I get to it when I get to it. They got straight to that mall. Yeah, straight. And that what happened when your house shot called. They ain't make no excuses. They like, shit, fuck, hey, Pops, we out. You know what I'm saying? The Lord
That's
called.
what the word straightway means. It means immediately, right on the spot.
The title was "Don't Miss Out on Your Blessings."
Yep. And that goes back into what? Like Yahushua told us, his sheep hear his voice. So when we heard the voice of Yahushua through the man of Great Millstone, we straightway said, what the fuck we got to do to escape this judgment that's coming? And we been grinding ever since. And we been grinding through what? Through faith. The trials and tribulations, the ups and the downs, man, relationship issues, your family coming against you, losing jobs because motherfuckers can see you on the highways and byways and they're trying to make it hard for you. You're going to report you to HR, all type of shit. You see that? And it never deterred us from serving Yahweh Shah because we know what the reality is, man. This shit is the matrix. And Yahweh Shah is coming to unplug us out of this shit once and for all when he returns, man.
At my job, I've been seeing, preaching, and they've asked, questions. And it's like, hey, I already know the scriptures, but they said we will be rewarded 100-fold as long as we can continue.
Ain't nothing, and your faith should have you in that mode of, ain't nothing stopping me from doing this, man. Lord willing. There's nothing here, you see, to go back to. You should be so gone in your faith that, hey, we looking toward the kingdom. Where everything that we see going on around us, we know and understand is all coming to pass because what? Prophecy must be fulfilled. This is what we've been calling for. This is what we're embracing. As we move on to what? The ultimate glory to be with Yahweh Shah, man. You see? And that's all being done and fueled by what? Faith.
It says, going on, Sirach 44 in verse 17 at the top, it says, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came.
Now was Noah found perfect because he was keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of perfection? No, he was found perfect because he believed Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's what made him righteous, man.
And he was prophesying too.
Because at that point, Adam had to win off. This is why the flood was coming. Because wickedness had what? Grown to the point to where it had to be purged. So I can guarantee you, he probably went out here just doing just blatant wickedness like, the heathen were doing. But once again, he was in the same body we in now.
As I was going to say. He was like us, a man in the flesh.
Yeah. But he
righteous in his generation.
The word came to him and he believed it, man. And he got straightway to what the Most High told him to do, man. What? Faith.
They didn't say he kept prophesying up until he went into the ark.
He didn't stop. So that cuts that bullshit of talking about retiring.
You
know what I'm saying? It's going to be my last sit down or when Alazar and them
Hanging
niggas was
the
talking about
garment
telling
in
the
rafters.
apostles to retire. Ain't no retirement, man. No, Noah prophesied for 120 years. He didn't retire. He was able to take a rest after what? After the flood, after the water subsided, he was able to what? Plant that vineyard and get drunk and like, whew. Talking about offering up sacrifices. Talking about thanking the Lord. He came down, everything shit was probably wet and soggy. You know what I'm saying? Probably seen bodies around and shit, all type of shit. Because like I said, 40 days ain't enough time for the bodies to just decompose.
And he had faith because he sent that bird to
That
go
bird?
look for, yeah, you know, for.
He had
If
to
he didn't
chill
have
out.
no faith, he wouldn't have sent the bird.
Yeah.
You know?
So like I say, he probably got that shit landed. He like, whoo, he probably was kissing the ground, all type of shit. The water, your how about Shemayah was shot? You see?
Dang.
Shit was flooded out. Everything
Everybody
wet.
was dead.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody dead.
Others didn't believe.
Everybody dead. Who
They
didn't
didn't have
believe.
faith.
Con. Everybody was dead. It probably was quiet as a bitch.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? So, through faith, Noah was preserved through the flood, man. You got it?
It said, verse 18, an everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh shall perish no more by the flood.
And then the Most High gives the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And these wicked ass heathen go and take it and turn it into something
Perverted.
perverse. You see, the rainbow was never meant to be that, man. You see, but all that's gonna be rectified when Yahushua comes. The rainbow is gonna go back to its natural order that the Most High gave it, the natural meaning behind it. And damn sure ain't no damn rainbow flag agenda, man. You see? You got it.
It says, verse 19, Abraham was a great father of many people.
That's right.
In glory was there none like unto him,
Look at that.
who kept the law of the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, and when he was proved, he was found faithful. Therefore, he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed.
And the nations being who? Talking about the Israelites, man. You see, because ultimately, when it was all said and done, the seed of Abraham will be scattered worldwide amongst all the nations. That's what makes them blessed. Because the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are amongst them. It wasn't talking about just some random heathen being included in the covenant that the Most High made with Abraham and his descendants. You see? All the nations of the earth are blessed because the Israelites are everywhere. The blessed seed is everywhere. You see that? Yes, more?
It says, going on in verse 21, it says, and that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth,
There it is.
and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the uttermost part of the land.
The entirety of the promised land. You see, that's what we're going to go back to when we finally return home. It ain't going to be no damn Greater Israel project and us having to wage a war to get the land. When it's finally time for us to go back into that land, it's going to be then growed up. The trees are going to be grown back. That's why I always say, ain't no telling how long we're going to be up there in the heavens with that crowning ceremony. Because once the land is purged at the height of World War III, because nuclear missiles are going to rain upon that land as well to purge it and cleanse it from all that wickedness that heathen men doing in it all this time. That shit is going to burn for some time. And then you got to get the time for the trees to grow back, for all the vegetation to come back. So ain't no telling how long we're going to be up in that chariot, man. You see? But when we do come down, ain't going to be no fight for the land. Ain't going to have to be no war waged to get the entirety of the land from the Nile to the Euphrates.
Yeah, because think about it. We were just talking about it just to go in depth a little bit. Even with Noah, it rained for 40 days, 40 nights. And after it started raining, he had to wait and kept sending the bird out until the water seceded down. So that took time.
That took time.
You know, so how much more in this time when we leave this realm and go to a realm where things are slower compared to here?
Because when we come down, I can guarantee you, America's still going to be burning. America's still going to be on fire when we come down. You see? So like I say,
those hot spots.
We have to just have to extrapolate a time. We can't give you a fucking full accurate timeline of how long we're going to be in the heavens, but we know we're going to be up for a minute. Because that land has to grow back and be even better. Can we get that precept real quick? You know what I'm talking about? that he's gonna rejuvenate the land even better than it was before. Damn, I should have bought my other phone. Let me open my other app. But keep going now. Because I want to get some on Abraham. Let me know when you get to the end of Abraham, because I want to bring some up on Abraham.
Yeah, this was right here. This was the end of Abraham, because now it's going to go into Isaac and Jacob.
All right, so let me
It's like, is it beautified place in his feet?
so I'm then at the first. So it's gonna make it even better than at the first. So the promised land is gonna be even more beautiful than when the Most High created it in the beginning. You see, because let me see.
I got a similar one.
What is it?
I don't think it's the one you were calling for.
I think it's Isaiah 62, if I'm mistaken. Go ahead. You got it.
I got Psalm 67. It says, starting at 5, it says, let the people praise thee, O Most High. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and the Most High, even our own power, shall bless us.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. So that earth is going to yield its true increase, you know. You're going to have the fruits, the vegetables, the trees, everything's going to be more magnificent, you know. Did you find it?
No, I didn't get it. But it says, what you got?
Yeah, because right now we're supposed to have that 7-year what do they call it when we're not supposed to grow, we let the earth rest, because doing that gives the earth the time to rest. You take that, is it the 7-year, what do they call it? It's not the Sabbath. What is it?
The land Sabbath for a year.
The land Sabbath. It is the Sabbath. So that when you're keeping that law, it allows that the earth to give her full increase, you know. But the way Esau, he don't ever give the land a break, you know. So you really aren't getting the true increase that should be happening.
And the thing is, he was never going to get it anyway, because he's under the curse of Cain.
Yeah.
Because what? He's been cursed from the earth, and that's why it's not yielding his strength. That's why he has to go in and use all this fucking this chemically enhanced fertilizer, all that shit. It's still not utilizing his full strength, because he's cursed from the earth.
He's empowered.
He's cursed from the earth, man. Everything he touches dies.
Because once we get in rulership, you know, that's when the earth is going to go back to its natural state and start, you know, reproducing the way it should.
Because at the end of the day, who did the Most High make the earth for?
Jacob.
He made it for our sakes. He made it for our sakes, like it tells us in 2 Ezra chapter 6. You see?
Mm-hmm.
What you got?
Oh, this is Isaiah 60, because it kind of goes in there a little bit.
All right.
I'm going to start at verse 10. Isaiah 16, verse 10, it says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And I read that to paint the picture of the kingdom. That's a future prophecy. It says, in verse 13 is the point. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. So let's talk about the Lord restoring the earth, because the earth is the Lord's footstool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the chief plot of land that's going to be glorified the most is going to be the land of Israel.
That's it.
You see? So the Lord's going to rejuvenate the earth, man, because this is the place of his feet. He's going to make it glorious, man.
The earth is going to go back to a state of paradise, man. And this is something that we believe in faith. We've seen what the earth is up under the heathen. Hell, well, shit, up under Esau. Let's say, like, because it was never this bad up under the previous heathen empires, man. It's gotten this worse up under this final heathen empire, because Esau is just completely in Satan mode, man. Doing everything contrary to what the Most High says to do. So, like it tells you, the entire earth, the entire course of the earth is out of place. So we know that what the Most High is promised to do according to his will is way better than what we see going on now, man. The earth is nowhere near its full potential and what it could be, or can be, and will be. You see, and we have faith that the Most High is about to bring this devil down so we can be brought into the fullness of the earth being a paradise, and we're going to rule in it in righteousness. Once again, what is that rooted in? That's all faith, man. You see? People will look at us and hear us say these things, and they're like, you niggas? What you mean y'all gonna rule the world? What you talking about? The earth gonna be a paradise. The earth a paradise now. Have you been to Puerto Rico? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But you gotta understand, man. The entire earth is about to go through a state of correction when Yahweh Shah comes back. What's up?
I got something that's similar to what you were quoting. This is Ezekiel 36, verse 34. And the desolate land should be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that pass by, and that shall say, this land that was desolate, it became like the Garden of Eden. And the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited.
Yeah, because what? Our land is going to be built up again, man. We're going to go back to our country. You see that?
35. Ezekiel.
You know it, and I think it is in Ezekiel what I'm looking for.
Ezekiel 36.
Ezekiel 36, yep. But the land is going to go back to what it was, even better than it was at the beginning. So I should do you better than
right
at the first.
Con. And if I could say, it's prophecy that the earth is not given its full increase.
Yep.
Because you go back to Genesis 4 and 9.
Let me get one more. Baba
Go ahead.
This is verse 37. It says, thus saith the Lord power, I will yet for this be inquired, or Salakia, verse 36. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that the Lord built the ruined places and planted that was desolate, that the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has spoken it and will do it. Thus saith the Lord power, I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel, to do it for them. I will increase them with men like a flock, as the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her Solomon feast. So shall the waste city be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
So this is what I'm looking for right here. This is Ezekiel 36 and 11. It says, and I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah. So the land is going to be built up even better than it was the first time the Most High created.
Yeah.
You see?
And then we're going to be multiplied there.
Yep.
Like it says, flocks of men.
They also tell you the land, even in that chapter, they tell you that the land is going to be expanded.
Yep.
So you got a lot of unbelieving Israelites. They question. They don't
have the faith.
No, that too. But
they're in a box.
They don't truly understand what the fuck is going on. You see, and it's because they haven't been taught the right things. I know I had a conversation with an Israelite, and he was like, well, how all these Israelites are going to fit in that little portion of land? You got to understand, it's not just what you're seeing with the state of Israel. That's just a fraction of the land. And the land goes from the Nile to the Euphrates. And even in prophecy, the Most High tells you that he's going to make the land even bigger.
The earth going to probably be bigger.
It's going to grow. You got to understand, man, what's about to happen. We always speculate, and we always try to think outside of the box because the Most High is outside of the box. I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking missiles, all that destruction caused fucking mountains to rise up out of the sea, different land masses, all type of shit, man.
Well, even we know with these volcanoes, they create new land.
And then, once the missiles hit, I'm pretty every single volcano on the earth is probably going to erupt, man.
Yeah.
You see?
It's going to have earthquakes. Things are going to shift. Things are going to move. And
that hot ass shit, then Leviathan coming up destroying shit. Like, bro, y'all are too fucking narrow minded when it comes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. He's talking about how can all these Israelites fit in that little portion of the land? First of all, that ain't the land. Just that little shard, that ain't it. That's why we tell you that. And then they fucking 48 are sympathizers as Israelites because they trying to go at the scriptures, still thinking that these people have some type of fucking validity to be in the land. No, man. No. The land goes on for miles. I'm talking about from the the Nile to the Euphrates and all the way down to the fucking
from the Saudi Arabia wilderness,
all the way down to almost the fucking Yemen.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it's
Lebanon,
like desert land right now.
And it's gonna be what? It's gonna be turned to Greenland. It's gonna be rejuvenated.
Like the land of
refreshed.
You know,
refreshed. All that land belongs to us, man. And we believe that through that's all faith. To believe these mysteries, to believe this, to have this understanding and believe in it, that's all. It all goes back to faith, man.
Oh.
You see?
So all those people that are inhabiting that area are gonna get kicked out, and they're gonna get kicked out by what?
Evicted.
By fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep. From that them ICBMs and from your Howard shots shooting laser beams down, man. Mm-hmm. That's what it's gonna be. You have some more on that?
Yeah, I had two more on Isaiah, but I know brothers were holding some.
You grab this on just to balance it out real quick.
Isaac and Jacob.
All right, so let me since you already read about Abraham, right?
Yep.
So let me get a couple on Abraham. This is out of the gospel. This is Romans 4:3. It says, "For what saith the scripture? Abraham believed the Most High, and it was counted unto him for righteousness." He just believed, man.
Faith.
Believed. The Most High told Abraham in Genesis, what was it? I know it's like Genesis, either Genesis, I think it might have been Genesis 17, if I ain't mistaken. He says, well, your seed is going to be as the stars of heaven for multitude. And Abraham hadn't had any children at that point. Mm-hmm. And he was like, shit, okay.
And he was old.
He's like, the Most High told him that. He's like, okay, I believe it.
It's like 17 and 4.
And it was accounted unto him for righteousness, man. Just him believing upon the word of the Most High was accounted unto him for righteousness. Ain't had nothing with him keeping the laws in perfection, man. You see this? Let's get Romans 4:13. It says, "For the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith." Once again, his belief. And at the end of this chapter, it tells us it's not only to Abraham through faith, but also us who have the seed, who have the faith of Abraham, which makes us the seed of Abraham, man. You have to be an Israelite first and foremost, and then if you have that faith, you see, you are blessed with what? Faithful Abraham.
Yep.
Galatians 3:6, another one. Even as Abraham believed the Most High, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. That's what it's all about. Believing what the Most High says he's going to do. And the Most High sent us the chief witness. He sent us the man from the right hand. He sent us Yahweh to give us the understanding. You see that? So those are the two witnesses we need. The Most High said it. Yahweh came to reiterate it, and the Holy Spirit is giving us the understanding to what? Go through, read it, understand it, and believe it. And if we believe it, it's counted unto us for what? Righteousness, man. All through faith. So that's what's required of us, man, to believe. Do we believe Jacob's trouble is coming? Yes. Are we going to be in the midst of tribulation and persecution? Yes. But the Most High has promised that he was going to be with us through all of it, man, and we believe all that through faith. That's what it's about when it's all said and done, man. Believing. Mm-hmm. You have something real quick, Shabbat?
God, we were going into the earth increasing and how it's going to get it's going to yield its full strength when we get back into dominion as the Israelites. But right now, it's not, because it goes back to the curse of Cain, which was Esau in the same spirit. So this is why you see what you see, all this madness and all this wickedness, and then the earth not giving its full strength. It goes back to Genesis 4, and I'll start at 8 real quick. Actually, you know what? I'll go down for time's sake. This is Genesis 4:11, 10. And he said, "What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand," because he killed Abel. Mm-hmm. "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth."
And this is exactly what's playing out right now. as Cain has been reincarnated as the Edomite, man. Cursed from the earth. He can not grow anything. That's why you have to have all these damn GMOs everywhere. Using all these fucking chemicals on your food, all these pesticides. You don't need all that. That was never a thing in the earth, man. You got things that naturally counteract insects and bugs eating your crops. Birds, all type of, it was never meant to
ecosystem, a natural.
Yeah, it happens naturally. You were never meant to go be getting this fucking
seedless watermelons,
industrial fucking solvents to go spray over your fucking food and eat it. Now that shit is all in the soil. It's all in the water. It's in your body. You can't get the shit out. Heavy metals and all type of shit.
Hey, they even put that shit on the ingredient label sometimes. They call it glyphosate, man.
Yeah,
Roundup and shit, man.
You can't escape the shit because what is that deeply ingrained in everything that Esau does, man. That's a part of him. What being Cain. You see.
And then you got the wicked. You got Bill Gates of hell buying all that farmland. Yeah,
we just read something earlier on this nigga talking about he's starting to flood the fucking markets with clone meat that's causing severe cancer, man.
Yep.
But we need help, man. We need out, and that's why we're going into faith, because the only thing that's going to get us out of this shit is Yahweh Shai. That's all we got is Yahweh Shai coming back and saving us out of this man's hand, man. That's all we fucking got, because Esau was on one.
Yep.
And we need to be delivered. Was that it, Shabbat?
Gone.
What you got, bro? You. I'm on.
We were just talking about faith, man. I want to kind of just touch on that real quick. How miracles happen, because it's gonna take a miracle to get out of this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is let me see, Matthew chapter 9.
Well, if I may add, you got dudes that don't believe in miracles.
That's what I was talking about earlier. One body in Yahweh Shai.
That's crazy.
How you one body in Yahweh Shai, but you don't believe in the power of Yahweh Shai?
They're just one body.
One body.
How you got the Bible in your hand?
One dead body. You want to see a dead body? You want to see a dead body?
Little Chris.
Go to one body.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Got that. And Jephthah, he the dead body.
Ain't no miracles, man.
Ain't no miracles, man. Y'all need to be in the hood, man.
Yeah,
you seen the
nothing
there?
Yeah.
A bunch of niggas who don't want to hear that shit.
Yep.
Don't want to repent.
All right, so this is Matthew chapter 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 27. It's an account. It says, "And when Yahushua departed thence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, 'Thou son of David, have mercy on us.'"
And why was they calling him the son of David? Because he comes from the physical loins and lineage of King David, as it was prophesied for him to come. You see, the prophecy that King David got from the prophet Nathan, Yahweh shall feel that by being born in that lineage, man, by being born in that physical seed line from the sperm of David, man. This is why they was calling him the son of David. You got it. So and that goes into what? Joseph and Mary getting together and having sex. You see, that's how she became pregnant. Not just the Holy Ghost came down and busted him and like, bro, no. Joseph had sex with Mary. He didn't pull out because that's not a thing that we do. That's some modern day shit because motherfuckers are afraid to have babies, but they still want to enjoy the act of sex or whatever. But back in the day,
you wouldn't be able to fulfill this prophecy if that was in his biological father now.
And that's what these pagan Christians don't understand. Is all because they don't have the spirit of truth. You see, they have the spirit of the word, the spirit of error, man. You see?
Tells you in Hebrews, for verily he took not 2:16. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He didn't come down as an angel, man. He came down in the flesh as the seed of David to fulfill prophecy. So if you're saying that he was born of the Holy Spirit, that means he's not of the seed of David. That would mean the prophet that the prophecy that Nathan got from the Most High to give unto King David was a false prophecy. So the Most High lied. That's all Christianity is built upon, man. Calling the Most High a liar. If the Most High told you his son came from the physical loins and lineage of David, that's what it was. And then it gives you the genealogy.
And Matthew 1:1.
Of all the fathers.
14 generations.
Going all the way back to what?
how many? It tells you 14 generations from certain fathers to another father. 14 generations.
I got you.
I think it's
And we believe through, and
21
we know
generations.
the 21. I think.
what?
And
I
we
got
believe him through faith that Yahweh Shai was in the flesh, right? Because if you're thinking he was an, from an angel, right? Like just an angel popped Mary. Angels are spirits, A spirit can't have sex with a woman in the flesh.
They think it was what's that one where Medusa and that Greek mythology.
Oh yeah, what do they call them? A
Zeus.
word for that?
No,
Hercules,
Zeus is in
Hercules.
there.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Zeus comes down.
Demigods. They call him demigod when he's,
What's
when
that?
he's half god and half man.
Mythology.
That's demigod. That's what that's Greek mythology.
Don't that sound like Jake did?
Yeah.
Jake credited that shit. That sounds just like that's what Jake doing with Christianity. That's why they cleave onto that shit so hard.
They believe in Greek mythology. That's what that concept is.
I got you right here. This is Matthew 1:17. It says, so all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David unto the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from the carrying away unto Babylon unto Mashiach Yahushua are 14 generations. So that's what it is. He came through a physical bloodline, man. You see, through the tribe of Judah. You see, through the seed of David.
That they show you that in Clash of the Titans, where Zeus comes down and gets that woman pregnant, and then you have the dude being born, and he goes and slays the dragon.
All fucking Greek mythology.
I got that definition for demigod because that movie the brother just brought up, Clash of the Titans. Zeus, I don't remember who he had sex with, but he had created Hercules too. Was a demigod, if you know that
Zeus
mythology.
all type of nuts. Good Lord. And again, I heard another story. He got this one bitch, Europa, pregnant or some shit.
Oh yeah, he was popping them off,
bro. Zeus is getting it in, but we can't have sex in the kingdom.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
So that word demigod, it says a demigod is a mythological or literary figure who is part human and part divine, usually the offspring of a deity and a mortal. They possess superior strength or magical abilities and often act as heroes. So hence Hercules and the other offspring whenever Zeus did that in the Greek mythology or the Roman mythology, which his counterpart would have been Jupiter.
Shit, we're gonna be that in a minute.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
When we come to the glory, that's what we're gonna be for real.
Yep.
Shit, that's what we are now. We're just in these bodies. You know what I'm saying? And we got faith that we're gonna be what? Delivered from this bondage of corruption, man. Everything that we're doing, how we're moving, is all fueled by faith, man. Cause there ain't no way we can do it by the law because shit, we already done for it. Just sitting up here with our garments on, we cook.
See, so you were talking about Clash of the Titans, that dude Perseus, he was a demigod. Achilles was a demigod, and Hercules was a demigod. So
man,
that's Greek mythology. When you believe Yahweh Shai was his mother was Mary, and
gods and angels have sex with mortals.
This is continuing on in Matthew chapter 9 and verse 28. It says, and when he was coming to the house, the blind men came to him, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, yeah, Lord. So he asked them, do they believe that he can heal them? All right, verse 29. Then touched he their eyes, saying, according to your faith be it unto you. And their eyes were open. And Yahweh Shai straightly charged them, saying, see that no man know it. So the point is that he asked them, did they believe? He was checking their faith, checking their temperature, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he also said, according to your faith be it unto you. So however far your faith go, that's how far you gonna go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's
are you hot, cold, or are you lukewarm?
That's what you got. Big faith, man. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about a show in the outward. It's about what you got going on in your spirit, man. You see, believing. That's what it's all about. You see, and this is why all the miracles Yahweh Shai was doing, it was fueled by what? The faith of the believers. Mm-hmm. The lame, the sick, the blind, the deaf, the dumb, all that, him casting out the spirits, evil spirits out of people, that was all based upon the faith that the people who were coming up to him had. So if that applies for them, it applies for us too, man. Even with the centurion who just said, hey, just speak the word and I know she'll be healed. He like, damn.
Straight faith.
He was like, damn, for real? I ain't seen no faith like this in all Israel. And same hour,
He was
He was healed.
servant came running.
Yep.
Your daughter healed. And he asked, hey, and he was like, yeah, around about this hour, he like, call her lawyer out about Shemi shot.
Or that story, I think it was the girl that touched Yahushua's garment.
She's like, all I have to do is touch the hem of his garment and I'll be healed.
I believe I have
Faith.
faith if I touch his
Just
garment.
touch
She
it.
believed in her heart that she would be healed. You know.
And that's how we have to move, man. Like I say, you have to, because like I say, the flesh will try to play tricks on you, man. Especially because Satan has access to this body. He can come and try to put thoughts into your mind and have you, you know, thinking that, oh, you ain't got it according to the law, and that's what you got to check. You're right. I ain't got it according to the law. I need your house to come and heal me. And that's what he told us. He ain't come to call the righteous to repentance. Who he called to repent. You see? Those who need the physician. Those of us who are sick. We ain't out here trying to put on the show act like we just got it like you see a lot of these other camps are doing. You see? We know we need to be healed, and we're moving in faith for that to be done for us, man. Lord willing. You have some more?
That was in the note.
Yeah, you have some else.
I was gonna get that one you just quoting on. I think it's Luke 5:31.
Kind of, the water.
Let me see it real quick. Yeah, because that's heavy,
That
man.
motherfucker strong.
Wow.
That's some strong shit.
So like this thing now is going slow.
What you about to get? I get it.
Luke, oh, there we go. Luke 5, and I think it's 31. Here it is. Yep. Luke chapter 5, verse 31. And Yahushua answering said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician.
They that are whole need not a physician. And that goes into those Israelites who believe they already got it. They don't need Yahweh Shah for nothing. They don't need to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
They good in the flesh. So, you know what I'm saying?
They're keeping all the laws.
Yeah, this is why you see a lot of people believing that they don't need the Son. Ain't no Son, it's just the Most High. Well, you can only be healed through the Son. You see that?
The mediator.
The Most High ain't finna, he ain't dealing with you if you ain't coming through Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai told us this. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by him. You see? Yeah.
And Yahushua answering said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
And that's what we are, sinners, man. Still to this day, even though we're preaching the word, we're doing the work. You see, we're believing. We're still sinners, man. We're in this body. We sin all day, every day.
Because if you're wearing any kind of mixed fabric, that's a sin. So if you got that on, you sinning all day.
When you have a wicked thought, that's a sin.
We got this fucking clothing that's made out of petroleum and shit, bro.
Yeah, man. That shit. You going into a spot, you don't know if a bitch got a period. You done grab the dough. You done grab the dough behind this bitch. She all on the period. Now you defiled. You know what I'm saying?
Wherever she sat at.
You defiled. You're drinking the water.
She's making your food.
Man,
She's
Yeah,
at the
bro.
grocery store.
It's a lose situation without Yahweh Shai, man. It's what we're trying to get across. That's why it's all rooted in faith. The faith is what keeps us pure. It tells you that in 1 John as well. That the man that has this hope in him, you see, purifies himself. You see, even as he is pure. That's what's purging us, man. Our faith and our belief in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Not what we can do according to the law. Now, do we just go ahead and deliberately break the law? No. But there's nothing that we can do in a society that's just been founded upon wickedness.
you have to work on the Sabbath.
Like, bro,
God.
it's crazy, bro. You can't. There's nothing that you can do law-wise to please the Most High, and this is why He gave us a better way. That's why He gave us Yahweh Shai, so it could be easy. If the Most High, bro, if the Most High was judging to the fullness of the first covenant standard, it will only be Yahweh Shai.
We're sin. We would be sinning by not putting to death all these modes and these alphabet people.
Come on, man.
We're not putting them to death. You're sinning.
Yep.
Idolaters.
Idolaters.
God.
We should be able to go and burn every church down that we see, but guess what? We can't do that because this is a system founded upon idolatry and wickedness, man.
God.
We're subject to all this until Yahweh Shai comes, but what we have in our spirit is what's going to, get us to where we need to be.
Yep. This
What?
place rewards adulterous women.
Oh,
You know, a woman, commits adultery against her husband. He's got to pay her alimony,
Yeah.
child support.
Now, and she got the house, and she got niggas in there like a revolving door blowing her back out, and you was somewhere at the goddamn, what's the shit, the weekly pay shit, the extended, you had a goddamn extended stay, and she had the goddamn crib revolving door, just random niggas coming out blowing her back out in front of your children.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Using your money.
Using your money.
Bro.
She buying the nigga all type of herringbones and getting that nigga
This
the
place
new
rewards
J's.
the wicked,
He
man.
cussing at your kids and shit.
Kissing at your kid, little motherfucker.
Huh.
Hey, fuck your fort.
Yeah,
Fuck
bro.
your fort, little nigga.
Fucking
Fucking
pisses
baby
you
boy.
off so much, bro. Like you can't do nothing about it.
Right.
This place is sad, man. This place is depressing. You see, and the Most High, he's opening up with the Apostle Paul, he took the scales off his eyes, and he can see. That's what the Most High did us, because before he came into this truth, we thought all this shit was cool. You couldn't tell us nothing about America. We like, this is it. The Most High took the scales off, we like, oh, this shit is bad. Worse than we could ever comprehend, bro. We was through.
Those glasses came on.
We was like, oh, shit. Like I say, but going back to the law, there's nothing that we can do in the sight of the Most High to be justified by the law, man. Even when you get with a woman, she's pre-fucked. Multiple times. Nasty shit. You don't know what that woman was doing before she got to you. And guess what? You're going to go in and lay with her. Now, if we was upholding the law, you've committed adultery, at least, depending on the woman. I just seen some shit the other day. This bitch said her body count was 1,572. The nigga pulled up a picture of 1,572 people, bro.
Put up a whole wall, man.
Fine.
Disgusting.
Yeah, this place is all wicked, man. You're a woman. If you have a wife in this place, she go to the doctor. She gets a breast exam. Doctor's feeling up on her titties.
All in the gynecology.
Gotta go for a pap smear.
How does this
He's
feel?
in there. He's in there fingering your girl.
How does this
you
feel,
know?
Mrs. Jones?
God,
You feel that? You feel that? Huh?
you know?
Like Dave Chappelle.
God.
But yeah, this place wicked, bro. And this is why the scriptures tell us. Let me grab this real quick. Ezekiel, right? 9:4 says, and Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which is the people before us a place. And he talking to the angels. So what's happening is the angels have been released in the earth. They've been here. They're always on recon. You see? Always constantly surveilling. Wherever the Israelites are, best believe hundreds of angels are around. Recording everything. It tells you that in the book of Sirach, if I ain't mistaken. You see that the Most High's eyes are like 10,000 times brighter than the sun, especially upon those who he gave the covenant to, which are the Israelites. Right? So Ezekiel 9:4 says, and Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So the angels are down here looking at everyone who's sighing and crying for real, that want to get up out of here. Then they're looking at the other ones like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? They fully gone in what this world is, man. They refuse to repent. You see? Down here eating whatever they want to eat, acting out, doing whatever they want to do. See, but the true believers, man, in our faith, we're sighing and crying for all this wickedness going on, so the Most High can bring it to an end by sending Yahushua back.
Yep.
And if we continue on in that spirit, we're gonna receive that thawab, man, that mark of exemption from judgment. That's what we're doing this for, to be exempt from this judgment that's coming, and that goes into us what? Offending less, man. We'll never be perfect in the sight of the Most High, but the goal is to offend less, and we do all that through faith, man. And once again, we go back to faith. You guys want another one?
This is from the comment board real
Okay.
quick. This is for spiritual art, GMS Spiritual Art 144K. Shalom, ma. He posted this right here, James 2:10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all.
True. And there's laws that you don't even know about that you're breaking. So now that makes you guilty of all the laws being broken, man. You going to lay down with a woman and her husband ain't dead, That's adultery. If the Most High wanted to hold you to the full standard of the law. You see this? You offend in one point, you are guilty of all, man. That's what a lot of Israelites don't understand. Because the laws were given unto us for us to uphold and do all that the Lord said to do. That was the covenant. Going back to Genesis, Exodus 24, starting at verse 3. We made a vow, and it was sealed with blood, that all that the Lord said we will do.
And all
Everything.
people said, we will do.
You see?
All that the Lord has said.
So that was the covenant. It wasn't a covenant of we're going to keep these few, we're going to keep this handful, and we're going to everything. No, man, we required to uphold the fullness of the law, man, but that's something that we can't do. This was the whole purpose of Yahushua being the sacrifice, man. To be that better way back to the Most High. And all we have to do is what? Believe in him. You see that?
I got something else. This is Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world has been hid in the Most High, who created all things by Yahushua HaMashiach. So use that word mystery right there, man. This is a mystery that a lot of people can't receive. They don't understand the mystery of faith in Yahushua.
And that word mystery goes into mysterion, which it goes into things not revealed to ordinary mortals. You see, we're not ordinary mortals. Going back to the definition of demigods, you see, we're different, man. We're the sons of the Most High. And we're the only people that the Most High bestowed his wisdom and understanding unto through his son Yahushua by way of the Holy Spirit. This is why we understand and know what we know, man. Because the Most High is only giving it unto his sons first and foremost. You see, his true sons.
144,000.
And that's why we tell you it ain't brotherhood over breakdowns. The breakdown, the truth, the doctrine comes first. And the brotherhood is formed around that. You see this? Because it's all about the Most High's will being done. It's all about the Most High's counsel. You see this? And we fall in line with that as obedient sons. And we do all that through what? We do it through faith. Which is a gift from the Most High, as we started off with. You see? What you got to go?
All right, Ephesians 3 verse 10. To the intent that now unto the principalities and powers in heavenly places might be known by the church the manifold wisdom of the Most High, according to the eternal purpose which he purposed in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord, is the point right here, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of him.
With confidence, with faith to do what? To approach to the throne, man. To pray. You see, to go out there on the highways and byways in a spirit of boldness and fearlessness. We've been able to have this access through Yahushua, man. That's what drives us. That faith in Yahushua allows us to do what we do. Confidence. Yup.
With faith.
Confidence with faith, man.
Right.
You see this?
And that's how we're able to go out here in Esau's, you know what I'm saying, kingdom and cuss him out and prophesy against him to his face, man. Because we got faith.
We got faith that the powers in heaven are behind us, man. So it gets rid of that. It says what? The Most High is not giving us a spirit again to fear. You see that?
2 Timothy 1:7.
This is a different mode we in, man. All because of the faith that the Most High blessed us with. And the thing is, you have Israelites out here that know and believe they're Israelites, but they still don't have that breath of life in them to stand in boldness. As we see this thing intensifying, what have you seen over the past months and over like the last couple of years or whatever? You're starting to see Israelites tuck tail and become cowards, man, because they see the prophecies unfolding. But the thing is, you departing away from the Most High does not make your situation better. You siding with the enemy to remix the doctrine and make it a world-friendly doctrine does not, help your chances with the Most High, man. Don't it tell us to cast not away our confidence, to have great recompense or reward? We're supposed to stand even bolder in this as we see this come to pass. We're like, oh, shit. As we see it coming, we're like, oh, yo.
Where that spiritual power at? You know what I'm saying? They start kicking the doors in.
we supposed to be in the mode as we see this whole shit going on with Iran and the state of Israel and the U.S. We supposed to be like, hell yeah.
Every time we see the prophecies come to pass,
we get
that
hyped.
builds our faith. Just like we said, mentioned Elisha. When he saw Elijah go up in that chariot, he was given that double portion of that's his spirit, boosting his faith. Because he saw it come to pass. What he told him was going to happen.
And it was because what? We believed before we even got to this point. We knew it was coming. Now it's playing out. We're like, oh shit.
It's on.
Like, oh shit. And guess what that does for us? It gives us a jolt in the spirit, man. You know? It makes all the little shit we going through now easy to deal with. Because now this word that we've been believing in this whole time is manifesting. Like, yo, I knew this was coming. Hey, all the time Satan try to get you to goddamn drop the plow and leave, and you know this ain't real, right? Hell no, we fought those wicked evil spirits, and we did it all through what? Through faith. And now the faith that the Most High is and us cleaving unto it wholeheartedly is about to pay off, man. It's about to pay off. So we gotta,
when we see that
believe,
RFID,
man.
See him get mandated.
I might do
when
a
he gets
backflip.
mandated.
I might do a motherfucking backflip.
Hey, even with the situation that's going on right now, like with Minnesota, you know, because like a year or two ago, that Edomite that used to live where I work at, he said like, oh, he came up to me like, I feel sorry for you because you got all these people, all these Arabs and stuff like Muslims.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you got all these people coming to the border. They look just like you. I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, I don't care. They're going to come against us one way or another.
Ain't got shit to do with
you know, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what reason they come against us. It's written that the enemy should come in as a flood.
And the Most High gonna raise the standard. We believe all that through faith.
It's written.
It's written that He got to do it. We just hoping to be a part of that number that He do it for.
It tells you that we're going to be numbered among the transgressors.
Yahweh Shah was. The servant's not greater than his master.
And we got what? You got other Israelite camps that are over there taking pictures with, you know, these Islam groups and shit.
I remember they did that. No type of wisdom, no type of discernment whatsoever. The fuck you taking pictures with the fucking. Now they're at war with Iran, which is a fucking Islamic nation.
So and then like I said, they're over here combating that type of deportation out there going against those communities now.
So now you had I don't know what group it was, but they took a picture with the HOI. Well, ain't that what it is?
No, FOY. But I know. I think it was HOI.
What was the what they call what's the name of the fucking nation over there?
It's FOI, Food of Islam.
Nation of Islam.
Nation of NOI. They took a picture with these motherfuckers, and now you have the U.S. going to war with an Islamic nation. Now they can spin the block and say, look, these Israelites, you see, they are part of this. They are part of the Iranian regime. They're terrorists,
This is why they let their beards grow out.
Yeah.
It's all a part of this crafty
it's all part of it, man.
And we know that type of shit is coming because it was foretold that it would happen. But the Most High told us what? Don't fear. Because at the end of the day, we looking to be justified from the heavens, man. And that's what's going to come for the elect. Justification. Mm-hmm. Through Yahweh Shai and the faith that we have in Him, man.
You think these motherfuckers are going to win? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Esau don't win. Bro. It's not prophesied for him to overcome the elect, man. It's not in there. It's not in the scriptures, man.
I challenge you to go anywhere in the scriptures and find where Esau gets a victory over those.
Oh, he's already losing. It's a financial war too, because I was watching, I think it was Elder Apostle Tahar's one of his videos, where they were saying how, you know, they have Iran has these drones, and Babylon's trying to shoot these drones down, and they're shooting these $25,000 drones with $1 million missiles. You know what I'm saying? And the missiles don't always hit. So you might take $3 million to shoot a $25,000 drone.
But the thing is,
you know,
they had that's all the counsel of the Most High, because now you're gonna have to bring out the hidden thing, weapons, man. And all that's gonna do is escalate more and more into what we've been foretelling about prophecy. These words that we've been speaking in faith, knowing that this day was gonna come, because what? The Most High don't lie, man. The Most High hasn't lied to us at no point in time. All the way up until now, he's done exactly what He said He will do. Now, it's just required required for us to finish the course, man. In faith, we gotta just believe. We gotta just believe, man. Like, what else we need to see? It's going down. You see, like I say, Satan's still in the midst. Satan's still looking to sift us, but we gotta what? We gotta stay on our toes in the spirit and know and understand what it is. You see?
Got one. This is 2 Timothy 1 and verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Yeah.
And you know, that's heavy right there, because look, man, we're not to fear our enemies. The Lord is always telling us in the scriptures to fear not. You know what I'm saying? He's always telling us that, man.
Another one with not fearing the enemies is fear not him that could kill the body, but fear him that could kill both body and soul.
And why would you take that stance of not fearing him to kill the body? Because through your faith you believe in the resurrection of Yahushua, there is no death for us that believe in him. That's why it's constantly written that way. If we believe on him, we're gonna have everlasting life. See, the Most High has revealed unto us through the Holy Spirit that we have bodies waiting on us, so we know this ain't our final form. We don't even look like this for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't even our real face.
It's
You know
just
what I'm saying?
a temporary spot.
This is a
Temporary
goddamn,
vessel.
you know, this is a fucking extended state. You know what I'm saying?
This is an Airbnb.
Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? And we believe all that through faith, so that's why we don't have any fear of death coming, man.
Run down one too.
Yeah.
shit, fucking
They're
dilapidated. The knees going out, goddamn eyes fading. You know what I'm saying?
Memory fucking crazy.
Through. But once again, we'll be in that mode of not fearing none of those things, because what we believe in the resurrection of Yahushua. We have accounts of our forefathers seeing him after he was risen from the dead, man. You see? The apostles and the disciples saw him. Even going to Acts chapter 7, when Stephen was being put to death, the heavens opened and he saw Yahushua standing on the right hand of the Most High after he had been risen, man. So now we got that understanding to where niggas coming with the threat of death.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. You about to do me a favor. I've been wanting to get up out of here. You see? We about to come into our final form. We about to come into what Yahushua is, man. So that there is no death for us. The spirit is just gonna be transitioned out of this flesh into that new immortal body, man. That's the Most High promised he will put us into as he what? Cleans us and puts his law, statutes, and commandments in us for us to be perfect at that point. And that's when we will be perfect as a people, man. But that's all through what? Faith. We go into this all the time, man. All the time. You see, to the point of, like the Apostle Paul always said, to ad nauseum. To the point to where we go into the same thing so many times, like, damn, did I just do a video on this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you that one time I was saying the name. It happened during the video.
Yeah.
Saying came in my mind like, "Oh, you're saying the names too much." I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
I'm not. We're not doing enough. You know, we're not doing enough. You know, we wish we could do more, but this is the lot we were given, and we try to conquer this or perfect the gift that was given unto us, man."
You be trying to find different angles to bring out the same script, like, damn. If I can spin it this way, but hey, just keep it simple, man. Just keep bringing it out. Okay, it's repetitive because the Most High is repetitive. Because the thing is, the counsel has already been determined from the beginning. Ain't nothing that you got to add or take away to it. All you got to do is what? Tell it and break it down. That's it. And it's gonna be the same thing. The vision is the same. It was just given to different men.
Yep.
And just like rap,
just a little bit different, but it's the same vision.
Rap is the same. It's the same.
Yep.
Rap is the same song no matter where you look. You might just have a mother that do it on faster beats, slower beats, but have a grimy beat or a beat like the Far Side or what's up?
I was gonna say you could have someone do it in English, in Spanish, or in
Different
Japanese.
Different
You know what I'm
time.
saying? But it's the same. Hip hop is the same thing. It just they just word it different. That's all the prophets are.
Hey, and the prophets, hey, like I said, it's same visions, but guess what? Maybe they've seen it in a different perspective. They were standing at a different spot.
You got the prophets, right? You got these like rappers and shit. We want to equate it to rapping. You got it's the same music, but it's like a rapper might have a different flow. But it's basically saying the same. All of them saying the same thing. When you go into the prophets, it's the same vision with a different flows,
words.
different
They-
wording.
They use different words. Like one prophet might
What they
say
call it?
whirlwind, one will say chariot,
Yup.
one will say cloud.
Yup.
You know?
And rap, what they call it when people use the beats and make their own songs, but it's the same beat.
Remix.
There's like another word to it,
Jacking for beats.
something like
What's
that.
that
But there's like like you'll have a certain beat or a certain sample or sampling.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, that's what it is, man. And it's gonna be the same thing over because at the end of the day, the Most High has already determined what it's gonna be. You see, He's already determined what it's gonna be, and every one of us in here, we bring out the scripture. It's the same breakdowns, but bros might bring it out a different way. It's the same. Let's put it this way: when you go into these like super complex songs, like you got this fucking choir, they all singing the same song, but you got the sopranos, you got the altos, you got the baritones, you got the bass. You see, it's the same song, but they might sing this part a little bit higher. It's the same part, but this group sings it a little bit higher than this group. You see, you might have somebody, even with the videos. When you really sit down and look at what bros do when it comes to the videos,
Yeah.
it's the Most High song being sung by the 144,000 choir and the men and bro, and it's like this. It's the same song of the Most High. The apostles might be going into this topic. Then you got another brother going to this topic, but it's the same song. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
Like-
if
like- Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you may, I don't know if you ever actually sat down and listened, and they like, let me listen for the guitar,
Yup.
let me listen for the piano,
Yup.
let me
Yep.
listen for the trumpet. You know, you start, it's the same song, but you're listening to different parts within
Oh,
it. You
And
know,
then it might be like this. It might be like you and another brother, y'all just did the same video, but your voice is different than his voice, and he might be a little bit more high than you. You might be on a lower
Yeah.
tone than him, but it's the same. It's the same video. So I'm like, damn, that's the spirit. I just did this video.
Yep.
But that's the choir of the Most High singing His song. We don't have to add nothing or take nothing from the Most. The Most High wrote the song for us to sing it His way. You see, they say bros get their own flavor they put to the song, but it's still the Most High song.
Everybody
Nonetheless,
his
man.
own kid.
What's up?
I was gonna say, man, like I had that dream. I don't know if y'all remember that, where we was in the studio.
Yeah.
It was a dream I had. We was all in the studio, and each brother will put an individual. If you ever made beats, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta put different elements of the beat in one at a time. And one brother would do the hi-hats, and it would be dope. And then another brother would jump in, he'll put the kicks in there. Another brother would come in and do a melody.
And this is why it's dope to have a team to do it, because your ear might be hearing something else, and you got other brothers ear that be like, hey, hold up, this will be dope right here. Put this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a production team.
That's right.
You know, that's some of the best songs come with a team of individuals
Collaboration.
that love the song, that love the music, and they bring their own spice to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what we
I
doing
was-
with the Most High.
I was at my daughter's orchestra concert last week, and like the brother was saying, you know, you have an orchestra, but they all have, some's playing the flute, the clarinet, the cello, the violins,
Mhm.
the big bass, you know, so it all come together,
Yes.
but they're all doing the same song. And I got this real quick, this scripture in 1 Corinthians 14, and I'll start at 6. It says, now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you, except I shall speak to you either by revelation or by knowledge or by prophesying or by doctrine, and even things without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the
There
sounds,
it is.
how it shall be known what is piped or harped.
So it has to be distinct. It has to be on point. You see, you got some camps out here bringing the wrong sound.
Exactly.
You see, telling you ain't no tribulation coming. Telling you the names don't matter. Ain't no miracles coming. That's the wrong sound.
Yep.
That ain't the Most High song. That don't sound like a song of faith
Time.
or victory. Ain't no miracles gonna happen. Ain't no chariots. How was I meant to be worshipped? Nigga, what you doing? You trying to rewrite the Most High song.
The book of Hebrews is
Yeah.
authoritative.
Then niggas going into the book of Enoch, the book of Jubilees, and try to tie it to the Most High song. Now you muddying up the Most High song, but you have a sect of men on the earth that's keeping it pure.
Yep.
Because sometimes you hear like a motherfucker, like this is a perfect song perfect. Then somebody will come and try to remake it and ask, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting the
They
words
fuck up
wrong.
the-
Yeah, getting the words wrong. Goddamn, they didn't trying to. Perfect example. Have y'all seen the that live action Lion King shit?
I haven't seen
Well,
it, but I've
Beyonce-
seen preview.
Where Beyonce played, so you get the old Lion King
Yeah.
when Simba and Nala like reunite and they going through their little love, and you got the song "Can You Feel?" and they're like, that's a nice ass song. This bitch Beyonce
Try to
comes
do her own thing.
so because all the live action movies it's just live action, just the original Lion King. They did new music or whatever. But it's the same songs, but they had people singing them.
Yeah.
This bitch Beyonce comes with can you feel the love tonight, whatever, and she going there and trying to do all these runs. I'm like, bitch, what you doing? The song
changed
didn't
it
need
up.
all. The song didn't need all that.
You know where I hear
Do it.
You know where I
Do all that shit.
I'm turning that shit up. I ain't
He's doing too much.
even finished the movie. I'm like, bitch, you fucking the shit up.
you know
He's
where
remixing the song.
It didn't even need that.
Yeah.
When you have you heard that song?
yeah.
That song don't need no fucking extra nothing added to
Just
it.
leave it as it is, Beyonce.
Let me tell you one thing, and a lot of people, when you go on the comments, you'll see all the complaints, whether it be the World Series, the Super Bowl, the NBA championship. When you have someone singing the national anthem and they fucking start doing their own thing, you get all these people in the comments. Why the fuck are they doing that? Blah blah blah. You know that. Hey, when it comes to the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, it's the same thing. Those who are in the know, they're gonna come at you for trying to remix it, man.
Yeah, you can't change the lyrics of the song, or
Hey,
change the tone of the way it's supposed to be sang. And that's what these groups out here, they try to do that. That's why they're fucking up the doctrine,
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the sheep are not gonna hear those people, man. The
God.
sheep are not gonna hear the false prophets fucking a song up. The true sheep, the true elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, are gonna tune in to the real prophets, man.
God. Let me finish this off real quick.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 14:7, it says, and even things without life-giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harped? And then when you have a true distinction, we're able to discern through the Spirit. If we see a false teacher and he's got a distinct, he goes off in the Spirit, we right away we know the distinct song. So we're like, yo, this dude's going off. He's going off right here.
And hit a little bit deeper. These 2/3, they hate the lie, so they distinguish the truth from the lie, and they prefer the lie. That's another thing.
Yep. Verse 8, this is it. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
There it is, and we're prepared, and beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man, they've been getting us prepared for the battle. They've been getting us prepared to endure these perilous times that were foretold to come, according to the Most High song, man. Not according to this bullshit that these other guys are preaching. Ain't no tribulation coming. Jacob's trouble is gate. John the Baptist ain't in the truth. Yahweh Shai ain't meant to be worshipped. Ain't no miracles coming. If he did miracles, it was witchcraft. All this other shit. That's not in alignment with what the Most High said, man. So when it goes down, the people who are following those false leaders, like it tells you, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And that's what's going to happen, man. Because these dudes don't know what the fuck going on. You see?
Well, they're telling you there's no Jacob's trouble. That's an uncertain sound.
Yeah.
That's not what the scripture says.
Because if you're pushing that to your congregation, when that time comes, they're not going to be prepared or ready to endure that prophecy, man, because they didn't believe.
The hireling careth not for the flock,
Yeah, man. So, yeah. Once again, it's all about that faith, man.
Quick one, just to back up, brother. This is Matthew 11:17. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
And we are piping by singing the song, by doing these videos every day, by going on the highways and byways every week. This is us piping, man, singing the true song. And you have the majority of our people who hate the lyrics of this song. You see, they love Esau's song, though. You see? They love that shit. That's what they want to be true.
Death metal.
Oh, you know what? Pagan Christianity is they're trying to remix the truth of the Bible, and that's what our people would rather cleave onto instead of the true song, man.
Yep.
You see?
They want to hear the remix.
And that's
all. Except not the original.
That goes back to a lack of faith, and that's why you're about to see a lot of Israelites die here. You see, because they don't believe.
Spirit, brother, also have put up that 1 Corinthians 4:7. on the comment board and about the harping.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
God.
spirit.
Yep. See that?
That's
see
that's
that?
exactly what we're talking about, you know.
That's exactly
Because
what it
this
is.
brother didn't even look at the comment board. He's just on his phone. The brother's on his comment board. He's not here, obviously, but the spirit is directing the brothers to the same scriptures,
Mhm.
to the same wisdom, knowledge, and
Same.
understanding.
The same understanding. It's all the spirit, man. You see that? And once again, it all goes back to that faith that the Most High has blessed us with. So as we see these things come to pass, man, we have to be even more rooted in what we believe, knowing and understanding that the Most High is faithful and true. You see, because it's only going to be what we've been piping to the world, man. It's only going to be what we've been saying through the Holy Spirit.
Yep. And
And
if
that's
you're
what we
not
see from the
dancing,
past.
you're not the elect.
That's it.
You know?
and you also got to dance the right steps, man.
Right.
You gotta have some rhythm, man. You can't be dancing like an Edomite.
So I got closing steps.
God, if I could get this, and I'll let the brothers have it, just to finish off where I was at. This is a Sirach, chapter 44, verse 22. With Isaac did he establish likewise, for Abraham his father's sake, the blessing of all men, the blessing of all man, and the covenant, made it rest upon the head of Jacob.
So when it says all men, does that mean it's talking about everyone in the world? No, because it just gave you the rundown that was given to Abraham, that it was given to Isaac, and then it was caused to rest upon the head of Jacob. So that means all men of who? The seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what this covenant rests with. What's up?
This is going on.
Right.
Finishing off verse 23. He acknowledged him in his blessings and gave him a heritage and divided his portions among the 12 tribes. Did he part them?
And now that this has been made known unto us, what are we doing? We're moving in faith to obtain it. You see? We're believing that the Most High is going to keep the promise and the oath that he made unto our forefathers. A promise and the oath that has been passed down to us, their seed, man. We're holding Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai to this through our faith. And that's what the Most High wants us to do. That's why he gave us the faith, to hold him accountable. You see that?
Got a quick dictionary. It says stake a claim.
Mm-hmm.
It goes into a phrase. It says assert one's right to something. Declare, proclaim, state. So basically, we're in a position to declare our heritage, the blessings, you know, the rightful heirs, you know, that hey, this is our blessing and we want to partake in it, but we have to walk in the correct path to obtain it.
Straight gate.
And we believe we're Israelites through faith. We don't have documentation going, you know what I'm saying, going back to the ancient times, man.
No
Shit, they
DNA
burn our
test.
records down. And it's what? So we could be established through faith.
Yep.
The Spirit bearing witness that we are the sons of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right. Because we're doing what
They would do.
the word of the Most High said we will be doing in the last days. The
Mhm.
1948ers ain't doing this. They ain't sitting down and giving you the understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
I've never seen
These
them.
niggas over there waging war in the promised land after they return, according to them, man.
Yep.
That don't line up with prophecy either. You see, we'll be here for another 3 hours getting on these motherfuckers.
Yep.
What you got?
We got two real quick.
You
This
got
is Yahweh Shai. He's a prime example of faith, man. This is John chapter 10 and verse 17. Lord Yahweh Shai speaking in the red letter. He says, therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I might take it again. That requires faith to say something like that. No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. So Yahweh Shai endured the cross through faith, man. He went through all that hell that he was catching because he knew he was going to inherit the kingdom, man. That's how we are coming these last days.
Well, that's why it tells you what, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross.
I got that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Hebrews 12. I start at verse 1. It says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us.
So all the bullshit that comes with being in this flesh, you see, whether the outside forces of your job or relationships or family, and then the shit that you go through in the flesh with the demons trying to plague your mind, Satan trying to shake and sift you. Set that shit to the side, man, and focus on the main thing. You see, focus on the finish line.
Yeah.
You see that? You got it.
It says, let me see. Yep. And let's run with patience the race that is set before us,
Yep.
looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. So there you go, man. Yahushua endured the cross, man. The shame, the humiliation, because he knew through faith he's going to receive that kingdom for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And he did it, man. He finished his course.
Because he understood what the expected end is, man. And that's why a lot of Israelites are going to fall short, because you don't understand what you're fighting for. You have to understand what you're fighting for, man. Yahushua understood what he was fighting for. Yahushua understood that he had a kingdom, an everlasting kingdom coming. A lot of Israelites who know they're Israelites, they don't understand that. They really believe that Babylon is the end all be all. So when it goes down, they gonna fall short, because what? They are looking at this place to be the rest. When this is not. America's about to be destroyed very soon, man. Very soon.
Yep.
You see?
That was it.
I got one from the comment board. This is brother Spiritual Arc 144K5. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said peril and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
So that's what's going to have us preserved, man. Our faith and our belief in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. You see this?
Yep.
And we continue on in that. It's going to allow us to be what? Being up into that chariot to escape the destruction that's coming to this place. Even before that, as we are surrounded by just complete chaos, that's going to keep us protected, because it tells us in Psalms 34 and 7 that the angel of the Lord encamp around about them that fear him. And you fear him out of what? Faith, trust, belief. You see, you walk in obedience because of what? That fear that you have. And once again, that all goes back to faith. So now you have an heavenly escort around you, guarding you and protecting you from all these perils that we're going to be tossed into, man. You see that?
Hey, just like you don't have a lot of these other camps preaching the name, you don't have other camps preaching the chariots, man. That's our salvation, man. There's a lot of things these other Israelite camps do not preach, man, and you could tell the difference, man, where they're going to fall short in, because they have no belief, no faith.
Jake is out here spiritually malnourished, man.
Yep.
You see? Spiritually lacking, and this is about to show when all hell breaks loose. Because now you're just going to be out here calling them whatever name you want to call on.
Jalapeno pepper.
Hoo-wee. Yo play yoga.
Man.
And if I could say, you can't sit here and say you have faith, but you're not doing no works. You know,
Yep.
we know that faith without works is dead.
That's it.
Right? So let me grab this real quick. This is Romans 12 and 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according to as the Most High hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Because every man has a different measure of faith. You know, you're not going to have the same spirit as Elder Apostle Tahar.
Yeah, and that's why you pray for the Most High to increase your faith and understand and know what that comes with. It's going to come with more trials and tribulations for your faith to be increased, because you're going to be put in situations where you're going to have to what? Call upon the Most High and be still until he what? Delivers you up out of there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's what this whole time of tribulation is about to be about. Our faith is about to be refined to the max, to the point to where if we be a part of that number, the faith is going to be so pure. It's going to allow. Enoch had so pure faith, he was beamed up into the chariot. That's why he was beamed up, because he had pure, unadulterated faith in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, man.
I have to get this.
Go ahead,
brother.
I'm going to keep reading this while he looks for that.
You want to
It says, for as we have many members in one body, and all the members have not the same office. So we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts different according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of our faith.
So everybody's been given their portion of the song or a portion of the faith to have. You see? And what you do with your portion, it goes back to those talents, man.
Yep.
You see, whatever you've been given, you flip it. You see? Until Yahweh shall return. You don't stop. You don't drop the plow. You keep going. Because if you drop the plow, that shows you don't have no faith anyway.
And you don't believe in a reward, man.
Yeah. We ain't doing all this work for nothing, man. Like the Apostle Peter asked, hey, man, we didn't get everything. What we going to get? 100-fold. That's what the Lord told us, man. And we believe that. And that's why that's what makes us labor the way we do. Because what? I'm going to be rewarded for this. I know I ain't doing this for no reason. I know this ain't for no reason. I know this ain't for no reason. For the brothers that do videos, every time you upload a video, that money sound should go off every time.
And coins dropping.
Yeah, every time when you get
Stacking.
when you get a cash out, you hear that cash out sound. That's what it should sound. That's what every time you upload a video, exalting Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that should be the sound that plays in your head. Another spiritual shekel in my heavenly bank account, man. You see?
Or if you're applying the scriptures to your own life, you know what I'm saying? You avoid doing something that the Lord doesn't want you to do.
Yep.
That's money in the account.
That's money in the account. That's it. Spirit, heavenly riches, man. What you got?
I got this right away.
You're
talking about Enoch, but this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High Power, neither do corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We should not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Meaning what? We're going to have our bodies changed. That's going to be the final phase for the Israelites. To have the elect brought into perfection right along with the Yahweh Shai as we receive those new bodies, as we're ushered into the fullness of the second covenant. That's what's going to happen. Every single one of the elect is going to be changed. You see? And then the rebels of the house of Israel, they're going to have to be born into that change after death by pain. You see that? Okay.
It says, verse 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for that trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
So the dead first in Yahweh Shai is going to be risen up to meet the Lord in the air, the Apostle Paul tells us. You see, and those of us who remain, then we're going to be called up into the air to meet the Lord and receive our change. But the entirety of the elect of Israel is going to be changed to come up under that second covenant. You got it?
It says, verse 53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
That's what it's going to be. You got to keep going.
God.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to say, because that's a prophecy that has to be fulfilled, man. Because it also cuts that Christian doctrine about the rapture, man. We're going to be here in that time of tribulation. We're going to be here. There's some that are, we already know the story. Some that are going to be martyrs for this truth, But hey, all of us have to keep all the way to the end in our faith, man. The race is not over until we are in those chariots.
Right.
What did Yahweh Shai say? For verily there are some standing here that shall not die.
Shall not taste death.
Shall not taste death.
It says, verse 55, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High Power, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
So what we're doing is not in vain, man. You see? This is going to pay off very handsomely when it's all said and done. And it's going to be a never-ending return on this investment that we're making. And it's already began with us receiving the Holy Spirit. This is the first portion of us receiving our inheritance. We believe all that through faith. And as we continue on and endure to the end, Lord willing, we're going to receive the next part of our inheritance, which is the new bodies and being ushered into the fullness of the second covenant. And then that will grant us access to the full expected end that the Most High has for us as we're brought into the promises and blessings of Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. You see this? That's going to be the reward. And it's just going to be it's going to replicate. It's going to replicate for all eternity. See, this groundwork of labor that we're doing right now is just going to pay off forever in the kingdom of heaven, man. You see that?
There was a story that broke the internet. It was talking about how, and it's kind of funny because this is that spiritual oil that we're gathering. And like the brother said, it's going to continually pay dividends, right? Eternal, right? You had a story with Baron Trump. He had made an investment right before that war popped off in oil. He bought all millions of dollars in oil, and overnight his money doubled or tripled or whatever, right? So this is our oil that we're gathering. It's going to be eternal.
This is why our value is rising. That's why we're going to be as what? The precious gold of Ophir. Because what? Our investment is the only real investment that you can make in the earth. And the thing is, we got insider trading because
we know what stock is worth what.
The Most High laced us, man. Through Yahweh Shah, the Most High laced us with the Holy Spirit. You see that? I remember the elder Amwan Gabar made a video a few years. Oh, shit. It's a while ago. The game is rigged for us to win. The Most High is really showing the ultimate form of nepotism.
Yeah.
This is, bro, it don't get no more
one-sided.
Bro, it's crazy.
Hey, just like this stock market is rigged for the elites and them.
And you got a family coming in, getting jobs and getting insider trading tips. The Most High has done that with us on an even higher level in what really matters. Mm-hmm. We have the inside scoop of reality, and we've been given that ingredient of faith that's needed, to partake in the salvation. The Most High has given us, man, is rigged, man, for us to win. So all we're required to do is believe. Is it gonna get scary out here? Fuck yeah. When those spirits of vengeance start to be unleashed and this motherfucker just dying left and right and there's all type of wild shit going on, explosions, it's been like, goddamn. Because like I said, we in the flesh. But we know and understand through faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is gonna be with us to deliver us out of all these situations we're about to find ourselves in, man.
And it's spiritual too, because Baron Trump, he invested in oil, that night. And it said that, once that war popped off, his investment, multiplied. So how much more this oil that we're gathering is going to multiply and because
the investment we've been making, we're about to be able to tap into it because the investment we're making is not tangible. It's intangible. It's what you don't see.
Yep.
Going back to what? Going back to the faith that we started off with, right? So we're making an intangible investment that we're going to be able to tap into tangibly as the what? The investment we're making in this spiritual oil starts to fucking seep out into the world, you know what I'm saying? As the reality of everybody changes around us, the miracles are going to be starting to manifest because of what? The investment that we made. Spiritual power is coming because of what? The investment that we made, the investment of faith. You see? We've been investing in faith, man. And that's about to play out. The intangible is about to be tangible for the rest of the world to see. And it's gonna cause our fucking stock to the chariot.
It's gonna be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? To the moon, to the chariot. That's where it's going at, man.
What's his name? Buzz Lightyear? To infinity and
beyond.
Let me get this and I'll let the brother get what he has right away. This is from the comment board, just going into what you said as well, what we brought out. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High power, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
Mm-hmm. And only the elect are going to be comforted by those words, because they have the faith. They're going to have that necessary that ingredient that's necessary to have it, which is faith, to believe that it's going to happen.
And our enemies are going to be us going up into those chariots, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be, they're going to be what we call it, nervous when we're going up, because they know
strangers of our salvation.
They're going to, you get nervous, your stomach starts hurting, like, oh, they're getting taken up and we being left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're not going to believe it, our salvation, man.
That's it. So we'll wrap it up on that, bro. We'll get it.
So this is Romans chapter 14 and verse 23. It says, and he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin.
Now, this is the thing. Do you have demons that try to plague your mind? You do. The thing is, you don't entertain it. You don't entertain demons of doubt, man. When they try to come and tell you that, when they try to come and tell you that this ain't real and da-da-da-da-da, you don't entertain that shit. You don't feed it to, you know what, maybe this ain't real. Nah, you don't do no shit like that. You run straight to Yahweh Shai, you see, and he removes those out of the way, man. What's up?
I was going to say, man, and yeah, that's true. You got to fight those doubt demons, but this ministry as a whole, you got to believe in, because this is like the bread of life. And if you're eating this, you're reading it, you don't believe it, you're condemning yourself, man. You're wasting your time.
What was that one dude from Genesis? Or he said he never believed it.
Oh yeah, see, well, see,
damn.
See,
he read it.
Assad.
There you go. I mean, his name. Hey, what we talked about earlier, that there's gonna be those wicked kings, right? But you don't really hear much about them, just their destruction. But we remember those who have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Those are the ones that are going to be talked about and remembered.
And the Lord has showed us so many things. He done showed us.
It's no going back now, man. So we full steam ahead as this thing winds down, and we are very closer than when we believe, man. You see, so we're gonna end it right there, man. Lord willing, that was exhorting to those of you who truly believe, because at the end of the day, that's what we do it for the elect, man.
I got one more now.
And so with that, man, we're gonna end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Icam out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai created us to do. With that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Abba Babal.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom to the elect.